Hi, I'm Cindy and I'm with Bandoo Cooling Headwear and Accessories. We've been producing and providing you with cooling products for over 25 years. Today I'm going to introduce you to our Floppy Hatbandoo. This is kind of a typical Gilligan bucket style hat where we've incorporated the cooling technology right into the sweatband of the hat. The fabric is UPF 50 plus and the hat is actually reversible, so it kind of accelerates the cooling process. The brim is adjustable and it'll fold right up into your hand when you're not using it. We've sold this hat very well to gardeners, fishermen, people on cruises like this hat a lot because of the protection, the UPF 50 plus. It's 100% cotton. Right now I'm going to show you a little bit about how the product hydrates and how to care for it so you can use it again and again. And here we're going to show you how to hydrate the Floppy Hatbandoo. We will submerge the entire hat in water. These hats are made of cotton, so they dry very quickly after they're taken out of the water. We note that there's crystals throughout this chamber, and these crystals are going to transform into a gel very quickly. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that it's evenly distributed. Like you'll see in this particular hat here that was on display a little while ago, we want to move these crystals throughout the chamber and spread them out so that they're evenly distributed. A lot of times in production or in settling of the hats being shipped to us, they settle in one spot. So you want to make sure that these crystals are distributed evenly while you're hydrating the hat. Then it allows it to fill in the gel to swell up evenly while it's hydrating, so it ends up like this. So pretty much this will take about 5 minutes, and what we want to do is make sure that the hat is put in fresh, clean tap water. You can do it in your sink. You could do it in a bowl, you can do it in a container, but we really want to encourage you to use clean tap water. And then what we do is we pull the hat out of the water, which I'm going to do prematurely right now because obviously it hasn't been in the water 5 minutes, but I'm going to pull it out and I'm just going to squeeze or kind of get some of this excess water off the cotton fabric. But what we want to do is we want to blot the rest of the water off onto a towel and get that water off there, and the air will do the rest of the work to get the moisture off. So we end up with a bottom line, we end up with a hat like this, and here is your finished floppy hat. What we have here is it's evenly distributed, as you can see, and very comfortable to wear. One last thing I want to show you is the difference in temperature, because it's very difficult to convey that unless we have somewhat of a measurement. So I have here what we call a surface temperature thermometer, and here I'm going to show you the temperature of my skin, which is about, let's see, I'm warming up, about 83 degrees. And here is the temperature of the actual cooling band in the hat, which is 71 degrees. So that would give you an idea of the difference in temperature of what I would be experiencing by wearing this hat. To wash the products, we suggest you use a liquid hand soap, brand of choice, whatever you prefer. The reason being is it's not highly concentrated, and this is going to be a hand washing process, so perhaps just squirt a little bit onto a washcloth, use a little bit of moisture, water, and while the product is obviously sometimes hydrated, you might have soils on it. So we want to use the liquid hand soap with the washcloth as a scrubber to get the stains out. And then what we want to do is we want to make sure that we really rinse it thoroughly. And and get all the soap out. You could do this when the product is dry. This is obviously preferred, but in this case the product is a little hydrated. That will get some soils out. Just make sure you get all the water out. When you're, here's another example when we're using it for the sport cap bandoo, which would be applicable to any of our hats. We want to use this as well to kind of use these washcloths and scrubber is a great way to get stains out. And again, just rinse it really well because you obviously want to get all that soap out of there so it's not against your skin. And again, it's best to do this when the product is evaporated, but you can also, get it. Just make sure you rinse it really well if it's not evaporated, and get your stains out. The last thing I want to share with you is how to store your Blue Bandoo product. Once the product is hydrated, it's very important that you allow it to evaporate. We never want to store our headwear, our neck bandoos, any of the products, cap bandoos and bandoo rags in an enclosed area. We want to let them continue to breathe until they reduce back down to a crystal shape, completely dried out. There's no gel left. This is going to prevent the product from mildewing. If it's left in an enclosed area, there's nowhere for it to go. It's going to tend to mildew, and we don't want that to happen. So we want it to be in an open air environment. And the other thing is, we don't want to leave it in a bowl of water because that will also overhydrate the product. Once it's hydrated, there's no need to keep hydrating it until it starts to reduce back down to a crystal again. You can do that intermittently, but never beyond a hydrated state. And we want to make sure you monitor it at all times. You don't want to just leave it in there, or else you're going to have an overhydration condition, which again will cause the crystals to ooze through the product, and you have to wipe them off and then wait for it to evaporate back down. Not the intended use of the product. We want to make sure we hydrate it to a flexible shape and let it dry out. Do not keep it in an enclosed area. If you're ever traveling with it, it's suggested that you don't keep it in a packed suitcase for a long period of time. If it's still moist, maybe do it as a carry-on and let some air get to it. So this is kind of going to keep it in good shape. You take care of the product. I really recommend that you read our product instructions front to back, follow them. You'll read on our testimonials that people have had our products for many, many years, and that is definitely a telltale of them following our product instructions. Hi, and thank you again for spending time today to take a peek at our products. We have been in business for over 25 years, and we're really quite proud to have people tell us and have experiences with the benefits of what we've made. I invite you to go to our testimonials and see and hear what customers have had to say about their experiences of buying and wearing our products. Again, the things that make our product so special, our headwear so special, is our 5-minute hydration, which is very quick and does not wear out over time. This is why you'll see some of our customers have had our products for over 15, 20 years. We use 100% cotton fabrics. We use performance fabrics. We make a lot of our items in the United States, and we strive to do that more and more. We turn and finish our seams. There's a high attention to detail in what we make. Our items are hand washable. And we have a large variety of fabrics and offerings and colors, and we just strive to keep people cool and keep them happy. So we'd love to hear back from you on how you've enjoyed our products and what we might be able to do to make them better. forward to your purchasing from us, and again, thank you for taking time to review our products today.